Do these 5 things daily, add 10 years to your life after 60. Have you ever felt like your energy is fading faster than it used to? Like you're doing all the right things, eating okay, moving around a bit, staying out of trouble, and yet, somehow, your body just feels a little slower, your joints a little stiffer, and your mornings not quite as bright as they once were? You're not alone. Aging is natural, but here's the secret: the way we age is not set in stone. In fact, what if I told you there are simple things, really simple, daily habits, that can help you feel more alive, more energetic, and yes, even add years to your life? And not just any years, healthy, active, joyful years. The kind where you wake up in the morning and think, I've still got it. Because you do. The truth is, living longer isn't about chasing youth. It's about preserving your vitality, your clarity, and your independence. And the best part? You don't need to overhaul your whole life to do it. Just a few small tweaks to your daily routine can make a huge difference, and today, we're going to talk about 5 of them, each one backed by science and proven to help you live better and longer. Let's start with something that might surprise you. The first habit is waking up with purpose. Now, I know that might sound a little vague, but stay with me. Researchers have found that having a reason to get out of bed in the morning, a sense of purpose, is one of the strongest predictors of a long, healthy life. In fact, studies on people in Okinawa, Japan, one of the world's blue zones where people regularly live past 100, show that their concept of ikigai, or reason for being, plays a huge role in their longevity. This doesn't mean you need to write a novel or start a charity. Your purpose can be as simple as tending to your garden, calling your grandchild every evening, or showing up at your local community center for a game of chess. It's that feeling that you still matter, that you're contributing to the world around you, even in small ways. When you wake up with a goal, even a small one, you send a message to your body and brain, I'm still in the game. And guess what happens when you have purpose? Your stress goes down, your immune system gets stronger, and your brain stays sharper. It's not magic, it's the science of meaning. So tomorrow morning, before your feet even touch the ground, ask yourself, what am I looking forward to today? What small thing can I do that brings me joy or connection? That little question might just add years to your life. Now, let's talk about the second habit, one that most people overlook, but it's a game changer: moving your body consistently, not intensely. We've been conditioned to think exercise has to be sweaty, painful, or complicated. But for people over 60, the most powerful kind of movement is gentle, daily, and consistent. Think walking, light stretching, gardening, dancing in your kitchen, whatever gets your blood flowing and your joints moving without leaving you gasping for air. In fact, studies have shown that walking just 20 to 30 minutes a day can lower your risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and even certain types of cancer. Not to mention it boosts your mood and helps you sleep better. And here's something you might not know: movement also helps protect your brain. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, which supports memory and mental clarity. Some researchers even call walking a miracle drug for aging. And you don't have to do it all at once. 10 minutes after breakfast, 10 minutes in the afternoon, maybe another short stroll after dinner. You'll be amazed how much better your body feels when you treat movement like nourishment, not punishment. But I get it, there are days when your knees ache, your back twinges, or the weather just isn't cooperating. On those days, even a gentle stretch while seated, or moving your arms and legs while watching TV, can help. The key is, don't stop. Movement is like oil for your joints, energy for your heart, and fuel for your spirit. And while we're talking about fueling the spirit, let's lean into the third habit, which might be the most joyful one of all: connecting with others. Human beings are social creatures. We were never meant to age in isolation. And yet, as we get older, it's so easy to drift into solitude. Maybe the kids are busy. Maybe your closest friends have moved or passed on. Maybe you live alone. Whatever the reason, loneliness has quietly become one of the most dangerous health risks for seniors. You might be surprised to hear that chronic loneliness can increase your risk of early death even more than obesity or smoking. But the good news? It's one of the easiest things to change if you're willing to reach out. Even small, daily moments of connection can protect your heart, sharpen your mind, and give you a sense of belonging that nothing else can replace. So pick up the phone. Write a letter. Wave at your neighbor. Join a book club, a walking group, or a church choir. Volunteer at a local shelter, or start a weekly coffee chat with someone in your building. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be regular. When you laugh with someone, share a story, or simply listen, you're not just passing time, you're building life. These first few habits, waking with purpose, moving with consistency, and connecting with others, are powerful on their own. But when practiced together, they create a ripple effect that touches every part of your well-being. Now, let's keep going. Because the next habit is one that's often overlooked, yet it plays a huge role in how your body repairs and renews itself every single day. Sleep. Yes, that thing we often take for granted, or worse, struggle with. If you've ever found yourself tossing and turning at night, waking up more tired than when you went to bed, or just getting by on a few hours here and there, this one's especially for you. Sleep isn't just rest. It's repair. It's how your body resets your immune system, balances your hormones, clears toxins from your brain, and helps your heart recover from the day's work. Think of it as your body's nightly tune-up. And yet, so many people over 60 get less than the recommended 7 hours of good quality sleep. Not just time in bed, but true, deep, healing sleep. The research here is crystal clear. Consistently getting poor sleep shortens your lifespan, increases your risk of dementia, weakens your heart, and even raises your blood sugar. On the other hand, improving your sleep can boost your memory, stabilize your mood, lower inflammation in the body, and give you the energy to fully enjoy the day ahead. Now, if you've had trouble sleeping for years, I know it can feel like a lost cause. But don't give up just yet. Because there are small, doable changes that can help you ease into better rest. Start by making your bedroom a true sanctuary, cool, quiet, and dark. Try turning off bright screens at least an hour before bed. That blue light from your phone or TV? It tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime, making it harder to fall asleep. Also, stick to a routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps your body's internal clock settle into a rhythm. It may take time, but consistency is your friend. If you enjoy a warm cup of chamomile tea before bed, or reading a few pages of a favorite book, make that part of your wind-down ritual. And if something's bothering you, anxiety, a racing mind, try journaling for a few minutes or doing some deep breathing before you lie down. Remember, better sleep isn't a luxury, it's a life extender. Don't be afraid to make it a priority. Now let's move on to the fifth and final habit, and it might just be the one that ties everything together, feeding your body like you love it. Food is more than just fuel. It's information. Every bite you take tells your body what to do, whether to fight inflammation or feed it, whether to energize you or drain you. And especially after 60, the foods you eat matter more than ever. There's no one perfect diet for everyone, but we do know some things for sure. Diets rich in colorful vegetables, healthy fats, lean proteins, whole grains, and fiber are linked to longer lives and lower risks of chronic diseases. And here's the good news, you don't have to count every calorie or follow the latest trendy diet. Just start by adding more of the good stuff and gently reducing the things that weigh you down. That means more greens and fewer processed foods. More real, whole ingredients, and fewer things that come in crinkly plastic wrappers. A handful of berries with breakfast, a drizzle of olive oil on your salad, a serving of beans or lentils a few times a week, these small choices can change everything over time. And don't forget hydration. As we get older, our sense of thirst fades, even when our bodies still need water. Dehydration can lead to fatigue, confusion, and even falls. So keep a water bottle nearby, and sip throughout the day. If plain water isn't your thing, herbal teas or water infused with lemon or cucumber can make it more enjoyable. One of the best things you can do is treat food as an act of self-care, not a chore. Eat slowly. Sit down. Savor your meals. Your body deserves kindness, not punishment. And when you feed it well, it thanks you with energy, clarity, and resilience. These 5 habits, starting your day with purpose, moving your body, connecting with people, prioritizing sleep, and nourishing yourself, aren't about being perfect. They're about being intentional. About waking up each day and saying, I'm going to take care of this body and this life the best way I can. And when you put these small things together, something amazing starts to happen. You feel better. You move easier. Your mood lifts. You stop counting birthdays as a sign of decline and start seeing them as proof of strength. This isn't about turning back time. It's about making the most of the time you still have, and there's more of it than you might think. And maybe now, as you're sitting here listening, something's stirring in you, a thought, a little spark. Maybe it's a quiet voice saying, I can do this. And you know what? You can. You already have everything you need to start. These habits aren't about adding more pressure to your day. They're about taking a deep breath, looking at your life, and choosing to nurture it. Bit by bit. Moment by moment. Maybe tomorrow morning, instead of rushing or moving through the motions, you take a quiet moment for yourself. You open the window, feel the breeze, and think about something, anything, that makes you feel useful, loved, needed. That's your purpose. Maybe it's calling someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Or maybe it's watering your plants, stretching your arms, or feeding the dog. Don't underestimate how powerful those small acts can be. And when you move your body, remember it doesn't have to be big or impressive. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're simply honoring your body. Stretching, walking, bending, swaying to music in the kitchen, whatever feels good. If your knees hurt, sit and lift your legs gently. If your balance isn't what it used to be, hold onto a chair. What matters is that you move with care and consistency. When you reach out to someone, a friend, a neighbor, a family member, you're not just giving your time. You're extending your life. Every smile, every laugh, every shared memory has the power to lower your blood pressure, ease your stress, and bring joy that no pill or supplement can replicate. And if you feel like no one is reaching out to you, be the one to start. You never know who's waiting for your voice. When evening comes, give yourself the gift of peace. Turn down the lights. Put away the news. Let the day go. Slip into sleep like it's something sacred, because it is. It's your body's chance to recover, your mind's chance to sort itself out. And if sleep doesn't come easily, that's okay. Just keep showing up for it. Just like anything else, it gets better with practice and intention. And when you sit down to eat, don't worry about being perfect. Don't stress over one cookie or one indulgent meal. That's not the point. The point is love. Love your body enough to feed it what it needs. Fresh foods. Real foods. A little less sugar, a little more color on the plate. Not because you should, but because you deserve to feel your best. There's something beautiful about choosing health not out of fear, but out of hope. Not because you're afraid of getting older, but because you believe that aging can be vibrant, meaningful, and full of possibilities. You're not trying to be 30 again. You're trying to be the best version of who you are today, and that's more than enough. So many people think that once they hit a certain age, it's too late. Too late to feel better. Too late to change. Too late to start. But that couldn't be further from the truth. The human body is incredibly forgiving. It's resilient. Even small changes, 5 minutes of walking, 1 glass of water, 1 heartfelt conversation, can create ripples that shift the course of your health. It's not about how fast you go. It's about choosing to move in the right direction. And if you stumble one day, that's okay. The path is still there tomorrow. Your next good choice is always waiting for you. So if you've been feeling tired, a little disconnected, maybe a little discouraged about getting older, let this be your reminder that your best days aren't behind you. They might be just ahead, waiting for you to reach for them. One habit at a time. One loving step forward. Now, if any of this has resonated with you, if even one part made you think, I could do that, then you're already on your way. And I'd love to hear from you. What habit are you going to start tomorrow? What change feels doable for you right now? Share it in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else who's watching this and feeling just like you. And if this video gave you something helpful, some hope, a little motivation, or even just a moment of peace, please give it a like. It really helps this message reach more people who need it. And if you want more videos like this, practical, heart-centered advice for living your best life after 60, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a thing. Here's the truth, your life is not winding down. It's opening up in new ways. And no matter your age, you still have so much to experience, so much to give, and so many moments worth living fully. Let's make those moments count. Here's to waking up each day with purpose. To moving with joy. To laughing with friends, sleeping deeply, and eating with love. Here's to adding not just years to your life, but life to your years. You've got this. And we're with you, every step of the way.